stream. I'm sapeco, and I'm here to show you a Star Scramble event. Okay, let me just hear the screen. This is, I'm sorry, I'm a new streamer, so at the end there's a lot of things to fine tune, and I'd like to thank for the feedback I received in the first video by Spear. Thank you very much, man, for well, I think you're a guy. But if you're a girl, thank you very much for the feedback because actually in the first video you said it was lagging, and it's true. So now I'm not connected by Wi-Fi anymore. I'm connected by a USB cable, and I think that after my test, it definitely solved the problem of lagging. Let's see if that's the case. All right, so let's start today by talking about Legion events. Like, there's so much to cover, and of course, like we will talk about other things. Like, let's do some of the normal um, hygiene and the collection of items and everything, do the normal stuff. But the focus of this video is going to be the Star Scramble. Let me also, I'd like to say this that at the end. I think, where do I come from in this game? Why do I like this game? For many reasons. The main one is that I'm able to make progress without spending money. Of course, if you want to spend money, you will progress much faster. But after more than 1 year playing, I reached a level of 10 million power, as you can see here, without spending even a single cent. The proof is here, like I didn't make the first pay in the game. How do I do this? I just do the missions and I play the Legion events and do this kind of stuff. And I watch ads, right? 'Cause I don't want to torture myself. Like at the end, this game, something that I like about it is that I can definitely choose if I want to watch the ads or not. Uh, I'm not forced to do it. It's if I want to complete the missions, basically I have to watch about 5 or 6 ads a day. And even if I don't want to watch them, I simply don't. I just not progress as fast as I could. So let's start by doing some hygiene here. Like when we start the day, we come here and we have some idle rewards to collect. I these ones as well. And let's spend some energy. As you can see, the energy is here. It's full with 50, and I will start by doing the challenges. I like to do these ones. Why? Starting from here, because my strategy with this is to save this one to the end. Because here I can complete one of the missions that we can see here in the destroy one boss. Okay, let me actually, I'm almost done with the daily missions because yesterday I played a little bit. So let's see what happens. Like my strategy is to come here and to do the air simulation. I reached a level when I don't have to play it. I just let it play, to pilot. And what I do is to simply come here and choose my items. We can discuss about this. Like this is very important, and this guides how you want to invest and upgrade your weapons. So I simply leave this, and I don't touch the screen. Just let it play for 2 minutes, more or less, because at my level, the the enemies are destroyed as soon as they appear on the screen. And when I'm hit, it just take a few percent of my health, like in this case. So there's nothing to worry. So this is the mission, the daily mission that I use to not just to complete the the set of missions for the day, but also to um, to collect the rewards, like for this specific mission, but also everything is interconnected, and I'm able to complete the daily missions with it. That's what I wanted to say. All right, so let's wait it for it to finish. Let me talk a little bit about the weapons that I chose at the beginning. That you saw that I can only choose 5 items. So in this case, I have plenty of health. I didn't choose my armor. I just did what I did was to choose the missile and the main gun and just the power ups that we have for increasing the power level and the critical level and the speed of attacks. So with those 5, I just want this to be completed as soon as possible so I maximize the attack and I'm not worried about being attacked. So if I'm hit by one of these, it don't make a lot of damage. So that's it. Like it's about to do the last set of attacks and it will be over. I collect the reward and progress in the daily mission. All right, so it's over after 2 minutes, and go, 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 go. And let's just do okay. Okay, nice, nice animation. Like it's beautiful, but it could finish quicker. Okay, so now I'm not collecting the second one. I'm not doing the sweep because when the daily missions finish today in about 6 hours, what I'm gonna do is to do the same thing I did now. Let me collect this. So I have one remaining, and this way I can see, rest assured that I will be able to finish one boss and collect this. So it's almost over. I just need to come here like for upgrading the one piece of equipment. What I do is just to come here, level it down. I'm not punished for doing this in any way. I get the same amount of coins and everything. And what I do here is to upgrade it again. And with this, I completed the daily missions. Okay, so now I collect this. And it's nice that now we are able to also get some extra pieces to recruit some drones. So let me get this. I'm maximizing a ranger. And I can talk about it after we discuss we start scramble. I'll come back to here. Let me just now spend here. No ranger, no ranger. Okay, but basically what I'm doing is there is a place here which is called combination that increases the power of all drones. And the way I did it was in this set of drones here below. I maximized Gladiator already and Ninja already. So now I just need to maximize Ranger, and every time it grows in power a little bit. Let me show you. Let me confirm this. Now I can come here and come to combination, and you'll see that it increases the power a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, I collect this. I'm now a little bit stronger, and this is what I plan to do with all the others combinations. So these ones are easier to collect, but anyway, like you'll get the drill. So the thing here is that it was a big mistake that I did at the beginning. Was I thought that I had to have all the drones at the same time with high level, and because all drones need to reach, etc. So I interpreted this instruction as if I had to do um, to have all of them at the same time, but it's not necessary. So this is a beginner's tip for the drone um, collection or recruitment that You can maximize one of them and then come back and maximize the other one, and that's how I'm doing it. So I just learned about it 9 months into the game. So I hope if you're a newer player that you don't make the same mistake as I did. All right. So enough of this at the moment. Let's go to the Legion event. So I'm part of this Legion. Oh, maybe I have some diamonds here to collect. Okay, so not available anymore. So I'm part of this Legion, and it's very important to us that people participate in the events. So one of the things that I do is at the end of the Planet Wars event to tell everyone like how they ranked inside the Legion, because this is not an information that is provided by the game itself. Actually, it is, but it's mixed with all the other names, like 60 players in all of the legions. And what I do is to basically um, create a report using artificial intelligence to tell people like how they scored and who scored most points that were not a leader of this vice leader. Um, and at the end, we also prepare for the Star Scramble. So what we saw here, and you can see in the phases, the instructions. Um, a simple comment that the enemy is definitely much stronger with us because they have 60 million player that will absorb a lot of attacks from us. But they also have lots of inactive inactive players. So maybe we can win if we all participate. So I will participate in it for the first time with you, and let's see what happens. So our rule is very simple here. We don't do a lot of coordination or anything. It's just that anyone who participate could participate by destroying the items of stronger enemies or attacking weaker enemies to kill them and collect the points. Okay, so here we have multiple events. Let's go to Star Scramble, and I see that we are ahead of them. Let's see what's going on. Like, but before I enter the board, let me show you. This Legion is very strong. Like, wow, respect. I have to respect them. Like 16 million, 11 million, 8 million, so they're strong. But also we have players with 106 days, 17 days, 56 days that who are not participating in the event. Let's see if we're lucky. Okay, let's enter the board and let me see what I can do here. One of the things I can see is that the big guy was already attacked. Let me see who attacked him. Uh-huh. Okay, Alex attacked him. He did a lot of attacks. Oh, look at this. Player 52 attacked it. Well, not really, but yeah, Alex attacked it in first. But typically, one thing that he asks the players is to attack to destroy the item, so it becomes much easier to attack big guy. So let's see. And I think that we weren't attacked by that guy yet. Yeah, it's still inactive as I can see. Yeah. So the real fight didn't start yet. We are ahead. Let's see if we can get an advantage here. So let me find an opponent to attack. So this one is side at a side that I can definitely beat. And let me take a look at his configuration because this is going to be what I will use to decide to attack him. So I can see that he's using the Conqueror like me, and this is purely physical attack and defense. And I see he has a poor choice of gems, like because look at this. Increase attack against ground and sea enemies. This is not going to increase its power against me. Increase attacks against bosses. Um, So this is not something that you can use against me. So myself in turn, I can come here and choose my configuration, my formation to have the gems that will, mm, uh, let me see here, attack aerial enemies. I do have some gems that are against bosses. This is not something I want. So let me change it. I don't want this gem in this specific case. I want one of these. But in this case, it doesn't matter because of the 6 star, 6 star plus 6 stars, I get the final bonus, which is to increase the damage caused by aerial enemies. So if I replace this, it doesn't, it won't change my attack against another player. So let me remove it so we can see. So I'm 4% stronger against area enemies, but I was already. Okay, so one thing I will do in this case, because I don't, it doesn't make a lot of big difference, is to keep this one. All right, so I still get the bonus. And when I'm in the fight against the boss, again, like in the Titan challenge, I don't need to change the gems so often. But definitely, this is something that you need to look at. Let's take a look at these gems. Dot rate, which is nice. Damage reduction. I get. I use this HP. Okay, it's fine, fine. I don't have other 6 star gems like to use. Let me see if I can get better in this one. So attack, missile, main gun. Those are the most strong, the strongest weapons I have. So I could definitely use this one instead. But I don't know. Like I need to test this. Let's take a look. Attack, main gun, missile. Hmm. Let me see. I need to make a decision here. Should I reduce my main gun attack to get an overall attack of between all the weapons up to 170? Probably yes. I think so. Let's do this in bed. Okay. So now let's see how I score against that guy. Let's go to the fight itself. Lots of planning here. Oops. Over here. And we have Star Scramble. Let's enter and find the opponent. Let's attack it. See what happens. Okay, things look positive. Oh wow. Yeah, that was a great win. Battle record. It's important to come here and study what happened. I got restoration of my HP, even though he had an energy absorption device. I don't think I have to fear this guy, right? Let me see if I was lucky. Yeah, I had lots of critical attacks. He didn't get any. Probably I was just lucky this time, but it's positive. Like let's find a different opponent. You know what? Let's attack the big guy. So this one, he has the physical fighter with energy, energy weapons. He's okay. He's not making a good use of his gems. Some useless gems there. Physical defense break, energy defense break. Okay, I won't change anything. I will keep using my pilot, because another aspect of the game is to choose the right pilot, as you can see here. This is a physical defense break, energy defense break. Actually, the best combination would be energy defense break and energy defense. Someone like, let me find someone here. Someone like her, right? But these attributes are weak if I chose them. I prefer to have a very large energy defense break and not the energy defense than having a weak combination of both. So I would keep the same one, but it's something that definitely you have to use to improve your game during these events. Let me come back here to Star Scramble. Let's attack the big guy and see what happens. Right. Attack, and hopefully I'm lucky again. You know what? Like I think I can destroy it and like during my next attack because it reduced a lot of power. Okay. So and another thing that I need to look at, I only have 8 attacks every day, so I really don't want to spend them on weaker opponents because my other um, colleagues in this legion, like the other players, will be able to mm, attack them and destroy them. This way, I can save my attacks to the really large players. But let me attack this one, and that's over. I will save my attacks for the 11 million guys, 16 million guy. Well, who else? I thought there was another one with 8 million power level. No. Okay, so let's attack this one and attack the big guy again and see what happens. This one should be an easy win. Okay, confirm. Let's attack him again and finish him. So this way we are able to refresh the board when these other guys are destroyed and we can start over. Okay, so I'm saving 4 attacks for later when we have another battle. I will show you. I just noticed, no, the screen is okay. I thought there was a problem on the screen, but my mistake. All right. Okay, so this is Star Scramble, and it's very important that you play together. At this point, I think it's challenging for the weaker players because only the stronger players remain. But and some of the items they are not easy to destroy. Like for instance, it only disappears when the HP reduces to 70%. And this one, same thing. So you cannot. But this one you can destroy after attacking 7 times. This one can't be destroyed like that. So the weaker players could, let's say, attack this one 3 times and destroy the items. So a medium level player would be able to kill this opponent with a single attack. Okay, that's it. Let's wait how the battle will develop during the next few days, and I will share with you the progress. Okay, so let's take a look at other aspects of the games. Are there anything we can do about it? Let me check my configuration. I have this equipment. Okay, you can see I don't invest a lot in the wing gun. I just upgraded with everything that I collect from the uh, Titan week. So every week we have events, drone recruitment, pilot recruitment, and there's one that I think it's next week when we will go. We will have. um, the possibility of collecting mm, item gears. And so when I receive wing guns, I make that upgrade, but I don't spend any resources on them. Like for instance, uh, we finished the Planet Wars. So this was for last week. The results, personal ranking, number 4. So because I'm vice leader, like when I do the ranking and I share with the team, I don't share my own numbers. Like it doesn't matter. Like I will play and try to collect as many as possible. I want to make them feel important and participate more and get the stimulation, like to collect as many points as possible. Okay, and Legion rank like this. So these coins can be used to get. Let me come here to the shop. The Planet Wars from last week, like to get Titan tiers. So depending on how many I have, I will choose one of the other, but I never spend money here. Why? Do you remember the first um, fight when we have, like when we played this, that I had to choose 5 years? I can only choose 2 weapons and upgrade it to the maximum. So it doesn't make sense to get the wing gun as if I mean, it does make sense. What I mean is that if I have the possibility to increase the power of my missile or my wing gun, I would invest only on my missile. Okay. What else can we see here? Make sure you collect here everything. Oh, we can do some gems upgrade. Let me sweep here. Let's come here and see if there is any bonus. Everything is interconnected. So when you do the daily missions, you get rewards. When you consume energy, you get rewards. And this one, like when you do the cutoff supply to get gems, you will get extra gems. And this one is for playing the Titan challenge. So now that I collected the gems, let me see here. Let me do this and this. Make sure that you collect this every day, week, and month. And now, what I do this here is I collect the gems. Let me see if I can fuse any of them. Right? So I accumulated and fused during the past few days. Auto fuse. Let's see, maybe we can get a a 6-star anti-air gem. Like would be nice to fight against another place. Okay. All right. So a little bit more of hygiene, a little bit more of um, daily missions or daily activities that we do is one of them is this one, which helps upgrading your commanders. This one. You can choose, and here you just need to have an available fighter and pick one. Doesn't matter, like if you use one, a strong one to collect a green card, and a weak one or a strong one to collect an orange card. It doesn't really matter. Just get any of them that are available. I can't show you the tower challenge because everything is cleared. I didn't know it had finished on at this level, but now you know at the 1500 level, it's over. Then it's also important to come here at the collection center and help your team by sharing diamonds. One thing that is nice about sharing diamonds is that they are not really shared, but they are duplicated between every participant that joins you. So let's say if you are transporting, loading, anything, and someone else helps you, someone else from your legion helps you, you don't get half of the resources. You get all of them, and your friend also gets all of them. So one thing that I do here when I'm collecting generic items is to get just enough number of fighters to be below 30 minutes. Okay, so I don't use all of them because it's a waste of resource. 30 minutes is enough. You can decide a different time if you want, but this one works for me. So now let's refresh. And one tip I give you about refreshing is that you should refresh the items on on the right. Okay, and there is a reason for this, because if you get here some very interesting items, they will appear in a section, most of them at least, uh, when it when other players see your collection center, at least a preview, they just see the first four items. And so it's important that if you refresh, that you get like the new greatest stuff on the right side. So they won't see it. They won't be greed and try to rob you unless they click on it. Okay, I like this. I like these items. So just enough fighters to be under 30 minutes. Confirm. Okay. And and everything is interconnected. You see that by doing these activities, you also progress in the weekly mission here. Like consume 90 fuel at collection center. That means that when I reach 90, I'll get 30 extra points, and I may be able to qualify to get those 75 modified chips, which will help me in the drone mission. One thing about this drone mission is that one thing that I like is to get to complete this set of missions, right? 8,000 points is what I like because I could get selectable drones. We can talk about it in a future live stream, but first I try to collect all the diamonds because it help me in the next event in the next week that starts tonight, which is the Titan Recruitment Challenge. And so it's great to get the diamonds, but actually I learned that I could get selectable drones and choose the drones I can upgrade, which are the ones I use. And because of that, I wait until the last day and make a decision. Can I get 8,000 points um, without interfering with my progress, for instance, in the combination, etc.? I don't think so. Like because I have 500 points here, if I sell this, which I'm not using, 3,800. If I do recast and this multiplied by 2, so 4,000 plus 2,000, uh, 6,000, 7,000. I don't know if it's at the limit. So I don't. What I would do is to wait until next month and make sure that I can get up to this point. And this is an important part of playing without spending money, that you have to really look at your resources. Okay, guys. Okay, so I hope you like the live. I'm still learning how to do everything. I hope the sound um, is fine now and the playing is smooth. Let's please If you have any feedback, give it to me, and I will try to improve for next times and make a very interesting life for you. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.